Hi, I'm Amanda Awakens. In today's video, I'm going to break down what our shadow is, what shadow work entails, and how to properly integrate your shadow into your whole being. So let's get started. Our shadow is a term coined by psychoanalyst Carl Jung. Our shadow is the side of ourselves that holds our repressed traumas, guilt, humiliations, and shame, and all the parts of ourselves that we seek not to just hide from others, but that we try to hide from ourselves. P.S. If you like content that uplifts, inspires, and empowers Black women, that's for Black women, by a Black woman, then you need to hit that subscribe button because that's what we do here. Through shadow work, you are shedding light on the darker side of your being. And the essential purpose of shadow work is to take an honest assessment of who you are as a whole person. The good, the bad, the ugly, all of it that makes up all of you. And shadow work is crucial to self-growth and self-improvement because it's impossible to know who you can be in the future if you don't know who you are in the present and you don't know who you've been in the past. And alongside therapy and other rehabilitating methods, shadow work is commonly used to address and heal trauma. And as always, I hope that my video content is applicable and helpful to all human beings. However, my focus centers on Black women because we are no strangers to trauma. We disproportionately suffer from trauma in our past and present lives. And it's one of my greatest passions to inspire, to motivate, and just to encourage Black women to address those traumas and heal from those traumas so that we can be the best version of ourselves and actually obtain the life that we want and that we deserve. So now that you know what your shadow is and what's the purpose of shadow work, let's talk about how you can integrate your shadow self into your entire being. The first step in integrating your shadow self into your whole being is to actually and fully acknowledge your shadow. I like to call this claiming your baggage. Shadow work is ineffective, and honestly, it's kind of a waste of time if you don't fully accept your shadow side for what it is in its entirety. And to do so, you have to be fully transparent with yourself, which means no more running away from the parts of yourself that you don't like. Instead, I want you to remember that every negative can be negotiated and used for good. For instance, let's say that our shadow hosts unhealthy feelings of attachment. So in other words, you may be someone who struggles with just wanting to maintain this chokehold over the people, places, and things in your life, regardless of if they're actually serving you or not. So here's how you negotiate and rehabilitate your shadow to be used for positivity, for something good, or at the very worst, at least you can neutralize your shadow. So release what doesn't serve you. Channel that love and energy that you previously put into the people, places, and things that no longer serve you, and channel that into the people, places, and things that do serve you, that energize you, that uplift you, that sustain you. Say that your shadow hosts feelings of shame or guilt when it comes to food. This is really common for many people, women in particular. And how you negotiate and rehabilitate your shadow in this particular example is to acknowledge and then release that shame and reconfigure your shadow self. Channel that shame and guilt into knowledge and intention. Educate yourself on food and nutrition, and turn that shame and guilt into love and attention. And lastly, you want to soothe your shadow self. This is possibly the most important step in integrating your shadow self into your whole being. In fact, you have to treat your shadow side better than you treat the parts of yourself that you do like. Otherwise, your shadow is going to act out and seek attention. And as you can tell from the language that I'm using, I really like to personify my shadow as a young, tender child who has immense capability and profound intellect, but who, if I don't nurture that child properly, they will begin to act up and they're gonna start yelling in the grocery store. Just kidding. But in all seriousness, soothe your shadow. Give your shadow time to come out and to play. And you can do this in an endless array of options. You can release and soothe your shadow through art, such as drawing or painting or journaling or writing. Or you can even release your shadow and give it some airtime through watching TV and film or reading literature that depicts the shadowy parts of yourself and others' experience. It's really important that your shadow receives validation, and that although it is unique to you, it's important that your shadow knows that it's not alone, it's not in isolation. Alright everyone, so that is it for me. I hope that you enjoyed today's video and that it encourages you to make peace with your own shadow. So until next time, stay safe, be well, and I'll see you soon. Bye everyone.